Introduction by Andrea J. Ritchie. I am an unlikely emergent strategist. I am a linear thinker in search of certainty and concrete solutions. I see a problem and try to solve it with a 10-point plan. I respond to conditions rather than seeking to shape them. I'm more inclined to react to the present than to dream of the future. For much of my life, I have turned to tools many of us take for granted, laws, policies, institutions, to attempt to make the change I want to see in the world. For the astrologically inclined, I'm a quintessential Capricorn. Give me a clear structure, a job to do, rules, and a series of steps to follow, a checklist, a mountain to climb. I'll crush it. Ask me to step outside of existing structures and into fluidity and uncertainty to imagine and practice something different. Well, it's a struggle, especially under pressure. I was raised in, and for most of my life have practiced, approaches to making change rooted in traditional organizing strategies and understandings of how change happens. You assess material conditions, develop a political analysis of root causes, ascertain where the power to shift them lies, build a base among people directly impacted by the conditions you want to change, develop an agenda, usually focused on changing laws or policies, that advances your overall vision and a strategy to win it. Analyze strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Build power through relationships with people in power or mass mobilization to pressure your target to make the change you want. Celebrate your wins, and then move on to the next step that will bring you closer to your vision in a linear fashion. For a significant part of my life, the end goal was to seize state power to serve the people. Over the past 4 decades that I have been researching, organizing, advocating, litigating, and agitating towards more liberatory futures, I've learned that building power, making a case, and pressing demands on people in power to change laws, policies, and institutions is not the entirety of how we get to the future I long for. A world in which everyone's material, emotional, and spiritual needs are met, and we all have what we need to reach our highest human potential in sustainable and reciprocal relationship with each other and the rest of the natural world, free of policing, punishment, deprivation, and exile. In other words, an abolitionist future. Much of my work is focused on documenting the violence of policing and criminalization, most often through the lens of the experiences of Black women, queer and trans folks, and of women and LGBTQ people of color. As a Black woman, a lesbian, a migrant, daughter of a migrant, descendant of many migrants, and as a survivor of police and interpersonal violence.